Allotrope. Okay, what is allotrope? Actually, allotrope term you have already studied in the junior classes, 8th class, 9th class. Now we will discuss it in detail. So allotrope, actually what happens, let me explain first. You have seen graphite, diamond and fullerene. Okay, these are the three examples. They all are made up of same element. They all are made up of carbon. But the physical appearance, or we can see the physical properties of all these compounds are different. So I mean to say the compound or the substance having same element or having same chemical composition, but their physical properties are different. Such type of substances are called allotrope. उन्हें हम क्या बोलते हैं? Allotrope कहते हैं. So let's write the definition of allotrope. What is allotrope? So we can say substance which are made up of same element, but whose physical properties are different, okay, are called allotrope. उन्हें हम क्या बोलते हैं? Allotrope कहते हैं. So here we have got a very simple definition which tells us what are allotropes. Actually, allotropes are the substance having same element but their physical properties are different. Physical property means their appearance are different. They will appear differently. Such as if we take the example of graphite, diamond and fullerene. They all are made up of carbon, but their physical appearance is different. Graphite looks like black and diamond is transparent and fullerene is little bit different from both of them. So that's why we can take example. So here we have example. So in example we can write diamond, graphite and fullerene are example of allotropes of carbon. Okay, they are allotropes of carbon. So let's see one by one we will discuss about all these three allotropes. उन तीनों allotropes के बारे में हम बात करेंगे. Let's first start with graphite. Graphite. Okay, we know that graphite is a allotrope of carbon, but it has layered structure. Let me write. It has layered hexagonal layered structure. Okay, and the hexagonal layered structure is like this. Let me draw the diagram of this hexagonal layered structure. It looks like this. This is hexagonal layered structure. Okay, and in this structure you can see we have hexagonal. Carbon has attached with each other in such a manner that it has formed a hexagonal, and now this is one layer and we can draw the another layer just below it. इसके नीचे एक layer और बना सकते हैं हम like this. This is the second layer. Okay, this is second layer, and now this diagram we can easily conclude that graphite is soft. Why? Because these layers are attached with each other through a weak attraction force. There is a weak attraction force between these two layers. इनके बीच में बहुत ही weak attraction force है. Whenever you apply a pressure on it, जब आप इसमें pressure apply करते हैं, these layers can shift on each other. ये layer जो है वो एक दूसरे पर shift हो जाती है. And because of the shifting of layer, it is soft. So that's why we say that कि ग्रेफाइट इज सॉफ्ट इन नेचर, इट इज सॉफ्ट इन नेचर, और इसका रीजन वी कैन इजिली गिव द रीजन ऑफ इट्स सॉफ्टनेस, दैट इज ड्यू टू presence of layer. Okay, due to presence of layer it is soft. And the next thing which is mostly asked in exam is why graphite is good conductor of electricity. So here we can see it is good conductor of electricity. It is good conductor of electricity, and we can explain the reason why it is good conductor of electricity. Actually, what happens? Just listen it carefully. We know that carbon has 4 valencies, okay, and each valency shows one unpaired electron. Carbon has 4 unpaired electrons. One is here, second, third, and fourth. These are 4 electrons surrounding this carbon atom. Okay. So in graphite, you can observe that there is one carbon is surrounded by only 3 carbons. This carbon is surrounded by 1, 2, and 3. That means one electron is unused here. One electron is free to move. So each carbon in the center, which is surrounded by 3 carbons, has one unpaired electron, one free electron, and this free electron can move easily in layers, and that's why it is good conductor of electricity. So remember this thing. So good conductor of electricity. Why? Because of free electrons. ठीक है? Because of free electrons. Because each carbon has one free electron. Okay. So there are these two things which are very important in terms of graphite, which you have to remember, because most of the time if question is asked in terms of graphite, so this thing is mostly asked: why graphite is soft and why it shows conductivity. It is soft because it has layered structure. It can move on each other easily on applying pressure. And the second is why it is good conductor of electricity, because it has unpaired electron. इसके पास एक unpaired electron है, and because of that unpaired electron it is good conductor. And one more thing, it can be used as dry lubricant. Do you know what is lubricant? Lubricants are those substances which are used to reduce the friction. Actually, when any machine is used, you know that there are so many parts of machine which rub each other. So that's why they produce some friction. So we want to reduce the friction. So we will apply the powder of graphite, because powder of graphite will also have these layers, and these layers will be used between the two parts of the machine, and it will reduce the friction. So that's why it is also called dry lubricant. Okay, so it can be used as dry lubricant. It is good conductor of electricity, and it is soft in nature. These are the 3 key points related to graphite which you have to remember, and this is the structure which you have to draw and practice. Okay, so let me rough it. इसको rough कर दें. If you want to take the screenshot, you can. I'm just removing it. You can take the screenshot. Yes. And the next topic is diamond. Diamond is also allotrope of carbon, but its structure is little bit different. इसका structure आपको थोड़ा different देखने को मिलेगा. Let's see. Now we are talking about diamond. Some audio is on, beta. I can hear the background voice of some of the students. So please, as soon as you join the class, turn off your audio. Okay, there should be no audio on. All audio should be off. Okay, so that the class can run smoothly. Otherwise, there will be a problem. Yes. So let's see. We are talking about the diamond. Diamond. And we all know about the diamond. What is diamond? So diamond is an allotrope of carbon. First thing, it is allotrope of carbon. And very important thing about the carbon is, which we should remember, is it is natural occurring It is natural occurring hardest substance. Okay. In nature, there is no other substance exists which is harder than diamond. Diamond is the hardest substance. So just remember this: diamond is the hardest natural occurring substance in the nature. So why it is hardest? So let's see why it is hardest. Actually, we can understand it using its diagram. इसके diagram को देखते हैं. Why it is hard? We can see the atoms of carbon in graphite. So atoms of carbon in graphite are arranged in such a manner like this. Like this. This is the arrangement of graphite in. This is the arrangement of graphite. So in this arrangement you can see. Let's see. Say this carbon. This carbon is surrounded by 4 other carbon. ये जो carbon है, it is surrounded by 4 other carbon. 4 other carbon से surrounded है. That means it has no free electron. One thing, it has no free electron, because if we compare it with graphite, in graphite we saw that each carbon was surrounded by 3 and 1 electron was free. But here we can see all 4 carbons are there around it. So its 4 valencies are busy. So no free valencies. And the second thing is, you can see this diagram. In this diagram, you can see this is forming a rigid network structure. Rigid means very strong, hard structure की formation कर रहा है. एक network structure की formation कर रहा है. That's why it is very hard. इस वजह से इसका nature जो है, that is very hard. ये बहुत ज़्यादा आपको hard देखने को मिलेगा. So it is, one more thing you can remember, it is forming rigid three-dimensional rigid structure. Forming rigid three-dimensional network structure. Okay. If it is asked that why it is hardest substance, so you can give this reason. This is the reason why it is hardest, because its structure is rigid, three-dimensional network. So all the constituent particles of graphite are very closely packed with each other. They cannot be separated easily. उनको आसानी से separate नहीं कर सकते. And that's why its melting point is very high. Its melting point is 3843 Kelvin. That is approx unachievable. It is very difficult to achieve this temperature. इस temperature को achieve करना बहुत ही मुश्किल है. So that's why it does not melt easily. Okay, it's the hardest or natural occurring substance. And the next thing which we discussed was that it is bad conductor of electricity. It is bad conductor of electricity. And the reason which we can give is because there is no free electron. All the valencies of carbon are occupied. So now here we can write the reason. The reason is no free moving electron, as all valencies are occupied. Okay, all valencies are occupied. So no free valency, because maximum, we know that maximum carbon can form 4 bonds. Okay, and here all the 4 bonds are formed by this carbon. So that's why there is no free vacancy. There is no free electron, and if there will be no free electron, so there will be no conductivity. We know that. Just remember this thing. Conductivity of any substance is due to only 2 reasons. One is free ion, and second is free electron. If there are free ions, then it will be conductor. In case of ionic compounds, we studied that ionic compounds are good conductor of electricity in molten form and aqueous form. Why? Because they have free ions. And here in case of graphite, we studied that graphite has free electrons, metals have free electrons, so that's why they are good conductor. But in case of diamond, there is no free electron and no free ion, so it does not show any type of conductivity. Okay, I think this topic is clear to all of you. So let's move on. Yes. So it is all about the graphite. Okay, you have to remember these two things mostly. Why it is hard and why it does not show conductivity. And the next third allotrope of carbon, that is fullerene. Next जो है वो है fullerene. Okay. Let's see fullerene. Fullerene is also an example of allotrope of carbon. So we can say it is also allotrope of carbon. It is allotrope of carbon. But what unique in fullerene? Actually, its structure. Its structure is entirely different from that of graphite and diamond. उनसे बिल्कुल इसका स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो डिफरेंट है. अगर हम इसकी स्ट्रक्चर की बात करते हैं, if we talk about the structure of fullerene, actually it is just like a bunky ball. Okay, structure is like a bunky ball. Okay, just like football, you can say it is just like a football की तरह का structure है. And in this structure you can see, let me draw the structure of fullerene. In fullerene you can see it is a football like structure, but in this football you will have two types of formation. One of the formation is formed by six carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is one of the formation which is present in fullerene. It is formed by 6. So it is hexagonal shape. Okay, and one of the formation is just like this, formed by 5 carbon. This is pentagonal. Okay, this is pentagonal. Again this is pentagonal, and again this can be hexagonal. So there are two types of structure, hexagonal and pentagonal. So you will get two types of structure in it. इसमें दो तरह के आपको structure मिलेंगे, hexagonal, pentagonal. So here you can see so total number of carbon in fullerene. Carbon जो है they are 60. Okay, there are total 60 carbon present in this diagram. इसमें total 60 carbon होंगे, and they will be divided as 20 hexagonal structures. Okay, and 12 pentagonal structures. Okay, total number of carbon of fullerene are 60. Here I have drawn, there are so many carbons. So such type of hexagonal structures. Here you can see it is hexagonal. It has six angles here. You can see 6 angles, and this type of structure you will get 20, and pentagonal structure you will get 12. So overall there will be 32 structures forming by 60 carbons. Okay, 60 carbon से structures बन गए. It is called fullerene. And the use of fullerene is that fullerene can be used in purpose of medicine. Actually, it is used in medicine as an antibiotic. कई जगह इसका use किया जाता है, but it is not mentioned in your textbook. उसमें इसका use नहीं दिया हुआ है, but you have to remember it can be used in medical purpose. So medical purpose के लिए भी use में लिया जा सकता है. Okay. And one more thing is that about the fullerene, its name is just because of its inventor, and the name is Buckminster fullerene. It is also called Buckminster. B-U-N actually. It is B-U-C-K. Buckminster fullerene. Okay, fullerene. Okay, so this is also the name of fullerene, and it is because of its discoverer actually, Buckminster के नाम पर इसका नाम दिया गया है. So you have to remember this as well. ये भी आपको ध्यान रखना है. So it is all about the fullerene given in our book about the fullerene. Okay, तो ये चीज ध्यान रखनी है. So we have 3 allotropes of carbon One is graphite, second is diamond, and third is full ring. And all are made up of carbon, but they all have different structures. इनके जो structures and their physical properties, they are entirely different. ठीक है, वो पूरी तरह से अलग अलग है. चलिए, let's move ahead. आगे चलते हैं. After full ring, the next topic which we are going to discuss is very important, and this is the heart of chemistry, and that is catenation. 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 You know what is catenation? Actually, carbon has a very special, characteristics in it, and that is carbon can combine with carbon, and it can form a very long chain, very huge chain, and that's why it forms a variety of compounds. And this property of carbon, by which it can connect with other carbon atoms to form a long chain, it is called catenation. तो इस प्रॉपर्टी को हम क्या बोलते हैं? कैटिनेशन कहते हैं. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि सेल्फ लिंकिंग property of an element is called catenation. Okay, एलिमेंट की जो सेल्फ लिंकिंग प्रॉपर्टी है, दैट इज कॉल्ड कैटिनेशन. ओके, व्हाई कार्बन शोज कैटिनेशन? कैन एनीबॉडी टेल मी व्हाई कार्बन शोज कैटिनेशन? वी नो दैट कार्बन शोज प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ कैटिनेशन. यस, स्पीक अप बेटा. व्हाट डू यू वांट टू से? Actually, this is not the appropriate answer. You tried, that's very good, but this is not the correct answer, beta. We have to make some change in this answer. Anybody else who want to give the answer of this question? No? Okay, let's see. देखते हैं, what's the reason? So reason of catenation is that actually carbon has small size, and if it tries to form a bond with other carbon atom, then it will form a very strong covalent bond, and once a strong covalent bond is formed, it is not easy to break it. So it can form such type of covalent bond with other carbon, and then it can easily form a long chain. So reason which is mentioned in our book, and mostly in books, is that the carbon shows catenation because carbon has small size. ठीक है, it can form strong covalent bond with other carbon atoms. Okay, it can form strong covalent bond with other carbon atoms. Here one very important question comes in mind of some of the students, but they are not asking. So is there any question cropping up in your mind, beta? Can anybody want to ask any question after this, the reason which I have written? Because a question is coming in my mind. I think it must be in your mind as well. So is there any question you want to ask regarding this reason? No? Okay, no problem. The question which comes in my mind is, if carbon shows catenation property, so there are some other elements which are smaller than carbon. So why they do not show catenation? Actually, oxygen has smaller size than carbon, because right now we have not studied the periodic table, but once you will study the periodic table, you will get to know that carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, they are smaller than carbon. But they do not show the property of catenation. Even oxygen and fluorine they don't show the property of catenation at all. Actually, what is the reason? Let me explain you, but it is beyond your syllabus. I am just telling you for the curiosity. Okay. Let me take the example of fluorine. Actually, fluorine has very small size, and as I said in terms of carbon, that carbon can form easily covalent bond between them. आपस में कार्बन कार्बन दो कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड बना लेते हैं, दैट्स व्हाई दे आर शोइंग द कैटिनेशन प्रॉपर्टी. But fluorine is smaller than carbon, so why it does not show catenation property? Actually, if we see the electronic configuration of fluorine, so fluorine has 2 8 1 electronic configuration. It has 2 8 1 electronic configuration. This 1 electron it will use in bonding. एक electron तो ये bonding में काम में ले लेगा. Now what happens? Now, sorry, this is not the electronic configuration. That is the wrong. Sorry. It has electronic configuration 2 7. 2 7. I have made a mistake. Please correct it. है ना? 2 7. It has electronic configuration. So now, if I talk about the fluorine after using 1 electron for bonding, it will have 6 unpaired electrons like this. 6 unpaired electrons like this. Suppose it has used a pair of electron in covalent bond. इस तरह से इसने electron use में ले लिए using a covalent bond. So now you can see these 6 electrons which are non-bonded, so they can repel each other. ये एक दूसरे को repel करेंगे. अगर ये एक फ्लोरीन दूसरे फ्लोरीन से bond बनाने की कोशिश करेगा, suppose it try to form a bond with this fluorine. So what will happen? This fluorine and this fluorine will repel with each other. They will repel. They will not attract. Okay, due to the presence of these electrons, because electrons are negatively charged, so they will repel each other. So that's why it will not form a covalent bond with other fluorine atom. दूसरों के साथ bond नहीं बनाएगा. ठीक है? So no problem. Let's move on. आगे चलते हैं. So we have seen the property of catenation. तो हमने catenation की property बात की है, and that is carbon shows property of catenation. अब catenation की property show कर रहा है, that means ये bond बनाएगा दूसरे कार्बन के साथ, and it will form a variety of bond. बहुत सारे bond बनाएगा. It will form a variety of bond. It may be double, single, triple. There are so many bonds formed by carbon. So let's once more again, because we have already seen it. Bonds formed by carbon. Okay, carbon atom. So what type of bonds carbon atom form? Actually, it can form single bond. It can form double bond. Okay, it can form triple bond, and it can form 2 double bonds as well. 2 double bond. Okay, and 1 single. Only all bonds are single. Let's see example. Suppose we have this type of structure. So in this structure you can see carbon showing 4 valencies, and all valencies are forming 4 single bonds. Okay, this is the one of the type of bond carbon form, and the double bond like this, carbon form like this, 1 double bond and 2 single bond, and the third triple bond like this. This is the triple bond, 1 triple bond and 1 single bond can be formed by carbon, and the 2 double bond like this. These are the 2 double bonds formed by carbon. But in all examples, what you have observed is that carbon has 4 bonds, but they can be arranged in a 4 ways, 4 manners. In first manner you can see all the bonds are single. In second manner 2 single, 1 double. In third 1 triple bond and 1 single bond. In fourth you can see 2 double bonds. Okay, so there are 4 manners by which carbon forms bonds. But sometimes it also happens that carbon can form due to catenation. It can form a cyclic structure. एक cyclic structure भी बना सकता है, and the example of cyclic structure is benzene. In benzene, carbon has such type of structure: CH single bond, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH double bond, CH single bond, and CH double bond. So this is the structure of benzene. Here you can see. So in this structure, all carbon are showing 4 bonds. 4 bonds show कर रहा है. Actually, जो मैंने हाइड्रोजन ड्रॉ किया है यहाँ पर, you can see this hydrogen. Yes, this hydrogen. बेटा, please turn off your audio. Your voice is audible. Background voice is sometime audible. You know, whenever from background our parents speak, so this voice is audible. Not only me, to all the students. Okay? Yes. Listen it carefully. So now this is the structure of benzene. Okay, in benzene you can see carbon has 4 bonds, 1 double bond, 2 single bond, and all carbon have same type of structure. And it can also be drawn. इसको ऐसे भी बना दिया जाता है. This is also structure of benzene. This is called bond line diagram. Somewhere if you see such type of structure, this is also called benzene. है ना? इसका नाम ध्यान रखना. Just remember this name. This is the structure of benzene. This is the cyclic structure. Okay. So carbon can form all 5 types of structure. So one by one we will study all the things. है ना? सारी चीजों के बारे में हम study करेंगे. So it was all about the catenation. So I think this topic is clear to you. Then let's move ahead. Okay, great. If no reply, that means it is understood. Yes. Let's see next. Next is very important thing. अब बेटा कुछ चीजें ऐसी हैं which I have already told you that some of the syllabus have been deleted from your book, but we are not going to delete it from your studies. Okay, हम उसको delete नहीं करेंगे because that is very important for exam point of view. Actually, the further topic which we are going to cover are related to that because we know that there is a homologous series. It is a topic in your this chapter. Homologous series, and we cannot understand homologous series in a better way without knowing different type of functional group, different type of compounds. So some topics which have been deleted because it is connected to the other topic as well. So that's why we will cover those topics. And right now we have lot of time. We know that we are studying the 4th chapter and there are 5 chapters in chemistry. There is 1 chapter is left, that is periodic table. So that's why we have time. So we will understand it in a very better manner. So let's see. So here I am talking about the hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon. As the name says, जैसा कि नाम से पता चल रहा है आपको, हाइड्रोकार्बन, हाइड्रोजन एंड कार्बन. So it means compound formed by hydrogen and carbon. So you can say compound formed by carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. Hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. ठीक है. बहुत we will take it in a very simple way. बहुत simple तरीके से इसको समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. You will feel very comfortable. Let's see. So if we are talking about the hydrocarbon, so there are several types of hydrocarbon. So we can divide hydrocarbon in 2 types. 2 types में हम इसको divide कर रहे हैं. One of the hydrocarbon is saturated hydrocarbon, and another type of hydrocarbon is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, how can repeat what are you saying? Actually your voice is echoing. Yes. Benzene. Actually benzene. Okay. Benzene is a hydrocarbon, beta. Benzene is hydrocarbon, but its type is different. Benzene is called aromatic hydrocarbon. But when you will study in 11th standard, then you will get to know that why benzene is called aromatic hydrocarbon, because it has aromatic ring, which we will study in 11th standard. But right now we are studying type of hydrocarbon. They can be divided into 2 types: saturated and unsaturated. Saturated are the hydrocarbon. You can say hydrocarbon having single bond between carbon and carbon atom. Okay, very simple definition. If we have single bond between carbon atom, So such type of hydrocarbons are called saturated. Such as we have simple example of it. Let's have an example that all alkenes are saturated. अब what are alkenes? ये alkenes क्या होते हैं? Alkenes, a very simple formula for it, CnH2n plus 2. It is a very simple formula showing alkene. Alkene को show करने का एक simple सा formula है. Actually n is the number of carbon here इस फॉर्मूले में. अगर मैं यहाँ n की वैल्यू सपोज n equals to 1, if I place n equals to 1, then the hydrocarbon will be CH and then it will be 4, CH4. It is a methane. Methane is a hydrocarbon. It has all single bonds. Similarly, if I put n equals to 2, then the formula will become C2H6. यहाँ सॉल्व करना आप n की वैल्यू पुट करके you will get the formula C2H6, that is ethane. Okay, then if I put n equals to 3, then it will be C3H8 and it will be propane. So all these compounds are alkane. ये सारे के सारे compounds जो है they are alkane. Okay, we have not very much time to explain it in detail, but I just see first topic I will make clear today, and unsaturated we will study tomorrow. So let's see why we are calling it saturated. Let's see. First we talk about methane. हम मीथेन के बारे में एक बार बात कर लेते हैं. Methane, I had written CH4. This is methane. So if I write the open structure of methane, so I can write it like this. This is the structure of methane. Carbon in the center, and we have 4 hydrogens. So here we can see carbon has 4 single bonds, and as I said that hydrocarbon having single bonds are called saturated. So that means methane is saturated. Okay, methane is an example of saturated. Let's talk about ethane. In ethane you can see there are 2 carbons and 6 hydrogens. So how can I write it? 2 carbons. These are the 2 carbons and they have 6 hydrogens. So 6 hydrogen will be arranged like this: 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen, 4, 5 and 6. Now all carbon have 4 bonds. So just remember this thing. If you remember this thing, you will never be wrong. Carbon should have 4 valencies. Okay, if one valency is between 2 carbons, that means the rest of the valency will be occupied by hydrogen. So that's why I have drawn 3 hydrogen on both sides. And let's see the next example, propane. In case of propane, you can see there are 3 carbons. There are 3 carbons here and 8 hydrogen. So 8 hydrogen, how can I use the 8 hydrogen? Let's see. Because I have to complete the 4 valencies. Now this carbon has 4 valencies. One is between carbon, and rest of the valency will be occupied by hydrogen. And here as well. Let's see. So this is the structure of propane. So I think saturated hydrocarbon is clear to you all. Saturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which have single bond between carbon and carbon atom, and these are the example. Alkane are saturated hydrocarbons, and this is the common formula of alkane. And alkane can of be 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon. If it is 1 carbon, it is methane. Having 2 carbon, it is ethane. Having 3 carbon, it is propane. But I will explain it in a better way tomorrow, because right now the time is running out, and tomorrow we will take this topic again and in detail, and you will easily understand it. Okay, so that's all for today. Let me take the attendance first. Don't leave it up. Let me take the attendance. And remember one thing, as I already told you that I have forwarded a link in this app. So go to that link and mark your attendance. Otherwise you will be absent. Okay. So attendance जरूर mark करना. Write down your name and section and submit. That's it. Okay.